we can talk about my favorite story of the week, and it's not any of the PED stuff. We can talk about Jose Aldo's claims that a spy was in Frankie Edgar's camp sent by Aldo, and he knew what the answer was going to do during his fight.
I mean, it makes plenty of sense because he knew. I mean, you can't come up with a better fight than what Aldo came up with there. I mean, honestly, it makes sense, but I mean, I don't know. You know, again, it's mind games, whatever. But I just think it's funny because that is hilarious. That, you know, but as I said, it makes perfect sense because if I was Edgar at that fight, I would have thought, I'd have been like, "What are you, coaches? Are you telling him what I'm doing next? Or you hold up a board?" Because it seemed like Aldo was that far ahead of him in that fight.
Well, I've got good news, Sean. You beat me when it came to the UFC 200 stuff. You outscored me 8-7. We threw out the Jones Cormier fight. Obviously,
why is that? I won.
Just because Jones tested positive for PD.
Listen, I called how it was going to play out. I said Jones is going to do something stupid and Cormier is going to get the victory. What happened?
I'm not giving you that because now you have a four. Hold on, you have a 3-fight lead on me. You're up 13. You've got 13 correct picks. I've got 10, so you're up 3 fights. Excuse me, on that.
Oh,
so
I feel gypped.
Well, I'm not giving you that one because I would have picked Cormier over Silver anyway. But this is the kind of story where it's like Aldo's rubbing it in, which I love, but this kind of sounds similar to something that we've heard of before. When's the last time we heard about spies in a camp of a fighter? Oh, wait. Conor McGregor saying that he had spies in Aldo's camp.
Yep.
Is the sequel as good as the original? Probably not. Is he biting off of a McGregor staple? Or is he actually telling the truth? I'd love to know the answer to that.
Yeah,
but
judging by the fight, I think he did, but that's beside the point.
Mark Henry, Frankie Edgar's head coach, was not concerned when he heard this story. He said, quote, "I don't care. I couldn't care less. We should have been able to adjust anyway." Quote, "I believe I should have adjusted no matter what he did. I should have been smart enough to adjust right after the fight was over. There were 20 things I thought I should have adjusted." And of course, the quote from Aldo was absolutely great. He's like, "If I kicked, he'd take me down. We had a few spies from the other side, people that were training close to him the entire week, and they always came and talked to us. So I had to stop kicking and using my left hand because he would counter on that. Of course I had spies. Otherwise, why wouldn't I kick? That's my instinct." Remember, Aldo did not kick as much.
No.
It was very weird to see.
Rogan called it out a couple times. He's like, "This is like a different Aldo."
So he said, so we always have a spy. We send someone to be part of that training room and they give us the information. We get that information and we know what they're training. Frankie Edgar also tweeted out the scene from The Departed where Jack Nicholson's character is interrogating Leonardo DiCaprio's character about a bleeping rat in their thing. So I think everyone's having a little bit of fun with this. Do I think there was a rat in that camp? I don't think so, unless there was some dude with a fake mustache standing in the corner. But
I mean, honestly, though, how much even if there was a rat in there, okay, you can tell him what he thinks he's going to do, but you still got to go out there and execute it.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter either way if there was, if there wasn't. If there was, Frankie's
but it does make a great story.
Yes. Frankie's got to find better people to surround himself with if there was. But it's one of these fun little stories.
But see, I think that's where, you get these fighters, you bring in fighters to train that are sort of like Jose Aldo to get used to fighting somebody like that. Those are the chances you take.
Yeah, so you have to be smart, and you got to play it close to the vest, apparently, and Frankie might do that next time. So, and Aldo biting a page out of McGregor's book, and I hope those two get to fight again, because I'd love to see it happen. It all depends if Conor will drop down to 145 again, and we're both a little wary of that happening.